Hi learners, welcome to Ahmad Coaching and I'm your teacher Dr. Anam. Today we are going to study about structure of fungi. Fungi, they may be unicellular or they may be multicellular. When we talk about unicellular, it means that they are made up of just one cell. Uni mean one. But when we talk about multicellular, multi means many, so they have many cells. If we talk about the example of unicellular fungi, then yeast is the example. Yeast is just made up of single cells which have their own nucleus and cytoplasm. But for the multicellular organisms, the body of fungi is known as mycelium. Now what mycelium is, here you can see the white structure. This is actually the mycelium. The mycelium actually has a porous structure which is composed of long, slender, branched tubular filaments which are known as hyphae. Here you can see these are the long, slender and branched like this filaments, and all these filaments, they are known as hyphae. These hyphae, they are making a bunch of structure which is known as mycelium. These hyphae, they may be septate or they may be non-septate. So the hyphae which are septate, they contain cross wall which is known as septa. The cross-wall septa helps the filament dividing into individual cells with one or more nuclei. Here you can see this one is a septate hyphae. The whole filament is actually divided like this by the help of septate, which is a cross wall, and because of this we can have the individual cells like this. And in these individual cells we can have one or more than one nucleus. The cytoplasm in the septate hyphae flows through the pores from cell to cell, carrying material to the growing tips and enabling growth. So the cytoplasm from one cell will move through the pores, these are the pores, to the other cell, and in this way the materials, they are going to move from one cell to another cell until they are going to reach to the tip where the actively growing cells are present and helping the fungi to grow in size. The second type of hyphae is non-septate hyphae. As the name indicate, non means that septate is absent. So non-septate hyphae do not have septa. Instead, they have elongated multinucleated large cell. Multinucleated means that many nucleus are present in one elongated cell. So here you can see this is non-septate hyphae. The whole filament contains many nucleus, these are the nucleus, but there is no cross wall or septa present. This type of hyphae is also known as coenocytic hyphae because in this hyphae the cytoplasm, it can move effectively distributing the material throughout. It means that cytoplasm can move from here to here as well as to this part freely and doesn't need to cross some pores or some cell wall. When we talk about the cell wall of fungi, the cell wall of fungi is made up of chitin, while the cell wall of plant is made up of cellulose and lignin. The chitin is more resistant material as compared to cellulose and lignin, and it is difficult to degrade chitin. The hyphae, they may be packed together and organized to form complex reproductive structures such as mushrooms or puffballs. These are the structure which are going to help in the reproduction of fungi, and in this way they are going to form the spores, and the spores, they are going to distribute to the environment and new fungi, it will grow. The nuclei in the fungi are haploid. They contain n number of chromosomes, except for the transient diploid zygote that forms during the sexual reproduction. During the sexual reproduction, when the male and female gametes, they are going to combine together, so n plus n number is going to be 2n number, which is known as diploid. So diploid zygote is only formed when there is sexual reproduction going on. Otherwise, the nucleus in the fungi is haploid. So that was all about the structure of fungi. If you have any question related to this lesson, you can ask me in the comment section. I will see you in the next video.